What's going on, guys? It's your boy, RedKid508. I don't know where to start with this team. I really don't. Um, we need to talk about someone that needs to be held accountable for the lack of offense. It's not the quarterback. It's not the running back. Some a little bit if it's on the offensive line. But we need to talk about Matt Canada. Because right now, this guy needs to be fired during the bye. He needs to be fired right now, actually. And then work your way through the bye week. Or a little bit of, new offense, I guess. Find a way to do that. The play calling today against the Philadelphia Eagles. First of all, let me just say this. To Philadelphia Eagles fans, for Philadelphia in general, you guys have been having a good season. Now, I'm not a Philly fan whatsoever. It's been a while since I was out there. It's been a long while, actually. It's been, wow, many years now, actually. But, yeah, just that in general. With the Phillies going up against the Astros, I hope they win because I don't like the Astros. And for the Philadelphia Eagles, congratulations on getting win number 7 and staying undefeated at home. You guys deserve it. Well done. You got some good things coming. You got some really, really good stuff coming your way. Yeah. But we gotta talk about Matt Canada, guys. Jesus. I need someone to fire this man at some point in time today or tomorrow. Because this man is so bad. I mean bad. I mean so bad. They have scored 15 points in the first half of the season. Now, obviously, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. I think this team's going to finish with losing the season. I really do. Earlier in the year, we were hearing guys, talking about the play calling, saying the play calling is terrible. As much as they don't want to admit it, the play calling has been terrible. We all know this. Steeler Nation, we all know that the play calling has been terrible, and it needs to change. It can't keep looking like a trash offense. Now, Mike Tomlin, he will not do it publicly because no matter how many times we hear it in the media, it's never going to happen. It's probably going to have to happen behind closed doors or before the season's even over. As much as I want him fired now. Guys, when we look at offenses, right, what is the one thing that they always do? They find ways to get the ball into your playmakers' hands. They find ways to be creative in every other fashion of the game. You look at Andy Reid, you look at Kyle Shanahan, you look at Sean McVay, Bill Belichick, even though he finds a way to get his running backs involved. He finds ways to get his tight end involved. He keeps his team, really, really good. But I want to just point these guys out. Reid, McVay, and Shanahan. Those three, I can, and even Kevin Stefanski for Cleveland. Those guys, they have built their teams to run the ball and have a game manager at the helm. Kyle Shanahan uses Jimmy Garoppolo as a game manager. Jimmy knows he's not the franchise guy. He doesn't need to be. But when it's time for him to make a few throws, he makes those throws. Same with Jacoby Brissett. The same with Matthew Stafford. The same with Patrick Mahomes. But the creativity in which they move their offenses, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel, you name those guys. Even guys like Cam Akers or, some other running backs, Moser or whatever the 49ers used to have, Elijah Mitchell, Christian McCaffrey now, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jerick McKinnon. It's frustrating. It really is. And I'll even throw this in here too because I just actually saw them win today. Buffalo. It's crazy to me how we have an offensive coordinator that sits up in the press box and he cannot call a game. Like, he's too inconsistent. He'll have one or two plays here or there, but his feel for the game when it started to feel like it's gonna get out of hand is so bad. You cannot name someone whose track record, especially in the NFL, is so bad as his. Probably you could throw Freddie Kitchens in there and Ben McAdoo. But my God, it's bad. I mean, dude, look at this. On first down from penalties, we had 2. Third down efficiency, we were 1-12. While the Eagles were 7-12. Fourth down, we were doing pretty good on fourth down. I think this was the best we've seen a fourth down conversion. I think we've actually done a little bit better on fourth downs, to be honest, as we have in years past. We ran 70 total plays. We've amassed 300 yards. Total drives, we had 10 drives. Yards per play, we have 4.3. Which means it either got 5 yards or less. While the Eagles were extending it, they were throwing it deep, they were throwing it up the middle, they were throwing it short, they were finding ways to get their playmakers the ball. Yards per pass, 3.4, which means they're not having Kenny throw the ball deep or up the middle or anything. It's starting to get ridiculous at this point, to the fact that they're allowing this type of inefficiency, and they find ways to blame the players for it. Some people will blame the defense. Some people will blame the quarterback. To be honest, I don't think this deserves any blame on Kenny Pickett, because the man's out there fighting. He is fighting. He kept getting smashed, but he still kept coming. His offensive coordinator is so bad, he can't really adjust to anything. There's no adjusting to this guy. There's no adjusting. You look at, rushing attempts, we had 24. We had 6 yards per rush. We went into the red zone 1 out of 3 times, and we successfully did one. We were 1-3. We were 1-3. Penalties. We can't blame the penalties, guys. I'm not blaming the refs for this one. I'm not blaming the refs for this one. They were actually, somewhat fair. 8 for 60. 9 for 60. Interceptions thrown, 1. Fumbles lost, 1. I mean, they've tried. Time of possession, the Eagles actually did possess the ball that much. We did. And because of that, we couldn't do anything. But yeah, Matt Canada needs to go, man. I mean, the fact that Freiermuth was the only guy, him, Claypool, and George Pickens were the only guys that were actually trying out here. Deontay Johnson needs to go, man. I mean, his route running is good, but his catching is terrible. The dude cannot catch. Every time I watch the ball go through his vicinity, he is dropping the ball like crazy. It is insane. Jaylen Warren. Let me speak about the running back situation, because I feel like this needs to get cleaned up really good. For all the Steelers fans out there, when we had Jerome Bettis or when we had Willie Parker, and I remember those days were good. When we had those, you look at those, we had Willie Parker as running back number 1. We had Jerome Bettis for running back number 2 on third down, in case we needed, someone to get that crucial yard. Well, a few years ago, Mike Tomlin was like, we couldn't even get 1 yard. We couldn't get anything on the ground. We can't get anything on the ground, because the run blocking is so terrible. And, to feed it to Najee for the longest time, I mean, and not get Jaylen Warren involved, I mean, it's terrible. It is really terrible. I don't know what to say about the Steelers, guys. I really don't. I live and die with this team. Basketball, I have the Celtics. Football, for the longest time, I've always been a Steelers fan. And I'm not from Pittsburgh. But the Steelers have been my favorite team since I was young. Very young. I was young. I'm old enough to remember Big Ben's rookie season. I'm old enough to remember, when we were dominating the league. We went to 3 Super Bowls. The first one, we beat Seattle. The second one, we had the comeback win over Arizona. And then the third one, we lost to Green Bay. And since then, we've only been to 1 AFC championship game. After that, we've lost to the Browns in the playoffs, Jacksonville in the playoffs, the Chiefs in the playoffs, and they've all scored 40 on us. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I'm hurt. I'm not used to this team going 2-6. I'm not used to it, because I'm old enough to remember their last losing season. I'm old enough to remember that. I'm hurt. I really am. And I know a lot of Steelers fans are going to be like, well, fire Tomlin. Listen. You can't fire a guy. I mean, if that was the case, why did they keep Cowher so long? Because Cowher knew ways to get his team motivated. Mike Tomlin knows how to get his team motivated. It's just how you go about it. I think is the thing, and he's found his quarterback. I mean, it took Bill Cowher a while to find Big Ben. It took, you know, Chuck Noll, I guess, a long time to get. Well, no, because when did he start coaching? He started coaching in, what was this, 68, 69? Yeah, because Chuck Noll didn't come until the 70s or beginning of the 70s? I might have to look that up, but he got Terry and he went on 4 Super Bowls, but they had dominating defense and they had a good running game. Something that the Steelers have been trying to keep for the longest time. But things need to change in how they do things. I think the way they have structurally, and people will be like, well, it's just mediocrity and this is what we lived through for so long. Some of it's that, but then also some of it is just poor decisions on how they go about stuff. I don't think they should have ever fired Todd Haley. I really don't. Todd Haley was the best thing they ever had to a offense because you can find ways to get the ball into your playmakers' hands. He's no longer there. You had oh my God, Dick LeBeau, and he's no longer there. It's crazy how they've allowed this to and they should have never got rid of Bud Dupree. Oh my God, they can't generate any pass rush without TJ Watt. And Cam Hayward's having to fight by himself. Alex Highsmith's having to fight by himself. Minka can't do everything. And Miles Jack, he's played well, but he can't do everything. It's crazy to me how they've allowed the team to get like this. I don't think this team's going to the playoffs. This team, to me, just looks done. They're cooked. They are. They look cooked. I was in Pittsburgh when they faced New England and having to watch it up close. It sucks. It sucks losing. I was in Pittsburgh last year when they had to go face Cincinnati, and it sucked. It really does. It sucks. Because the last 2 seasons of Matt Canada have not been good. So they need to fire him and go find someone else. Someone that has NFL experience. But I don't think this team's going to go to the playoffs. I think they're going to have their first losing season in a very long time. And we'll find out what they do in the draft because they need help. They need to fix the offensive line because the offensive line was terrible. Too many times do they get out of position or they jump offside or they have a false start or they have a holding penalty. Too many of that. I don't think even if they have a good solid second half of the season that it's gonna get any better because I don't think this team's making the playoffs. I really don't. They're already 2-6. Had they have gone at least 4-4, I would have been like, okay, you know what, that's good enough. You know, they're 4-4. They'll find ways to, like, you know, get better. They're not even doing that. They're scoring 15 points a game, and they've allowed almost 30 points a game. They have, like, you know, what is their freaking passing yards? I think they've thrown for like 200, 203. So they have the 24th ranked passing offense, and they're 27th in rushing yards. Like, dude, this is crazy. They're dead last in offense, and they're almost dead last in defense. It's insane. It's insane. I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I'm just like any other Steelers fan. When they win, it feels great. When they lose, it's a gut-wrenching feeling. Especially when it's a team that you've loved and adored for so many years, and they just find ways to lose to teams they should normally, you know, beat. And if they can't beat them, at least try to make it close. They couldn't make this one close at all. They didn't even make the Buffalo game close. I don't know what to say. I guess the only good thing about, you know, this year is that my Celtics are actually doing something. You know, they're 4-2. They're doing something. Yeah, man. Anyway, if you do want to see more videos like this, if you do want to see me, you know, drop something else, like, let me know. I probably have to do something on Destiny because I have been playing the PS5 lately. It's lit. It's lit, guys. I love this PS5. And I'm sorry for, you know, my long absence. I know I've been gone for almost 4 months, but your boy is back. I've been watching my Steelers. I've been watching a lot of stuff. It's just been hard. I've been also dealing with stuff, so it's been hard. But if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to go hit that like button. Make sure to go subscribe to the channel for more. And I will see y'all next time. Steeler Nation, I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.